All right. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. What a day. What a day. What an awesome day, man. Man, it's a great day to be living, a great day to be alive, a great day to give him some time, give him some praise, man, some glory time, man, because he's been good to us when we ain't been good ourselves. Hey, folks, I'm not going to hold you long. We must stay vigilant out here. Continue to look out for one another. Look out for your families out here. And I know sometimes it doesn't seem like there is no virus going on, but as of today, you're looking about 100-some thousand people, United States Americans, gone, dead. That's a lot of folk. Less than 3 months. And the virus is real, folks. Now we having things opening up, and even where hot spots were at, you don't know where these people going in and out. We don't know if they're carriers. They don't even know. So we got to continue to keep our hands clean, wearing our masks like we're supposed to when we're around folks. We got to do that because there's something greater coming. We have now to November to do this. Remember that. Let us not be so anxious. Listen to these folks down here. Like I said, we need to move when he moves. Let us not be so anxious. Listen to these folks down here. We don't have a vaccine yet. We don't have proper anything yet of what we need. If a pandemic 2 hits again, are we going to be better prepared or are we going to be in the same position? So we have some control over that. We have to. This brings me to this point here. Man, I had a phone call, very interesting phone call yesterday, one of my friends, and it's sad. It's sad. And I say this before I say that. What we were doing before this pandemic happened, not the black pandemic, but this medical pandemic happened. What we were doing, what was going on? Folks going around in places, robbing folks, going into school, shooting people. Our little children down here, all age groups, being murdered by their biological parents, put in freezers, chopped up, set in the car and put on fire. All this type of activity going on. And we want to use a common word, people are crazy. No, that's demonic. Those are demonic activities. Even in relationships, we have folks just running around on one another. No commitment whatsoever. Just whoring out here, just straight up. It's sad. Then we have the lesbian thing going. Then we had homosexuality going on really hard in the black community. And it's been pushed upon a lot of folk because he don't agree with that. You know, everybody wants to say, God's a good God. He's a loving God. But he's a terrible God. He's a jealous God. And there's only two forces. There is no in-between. For some strange reason, we're believing there's an in-between spot. And it's not. That's either him or the demon. We had all this stuff going and a whole lot of other stuff going on. Ozone layer deteriorating. All of a sudden, it comes to a small stop. Now things are opening up a little bit. Now we want to try to get back to some of this pathetic lifestyle we were living, some of this demonic lifestyle we were living. We can't wait to go back to what we were doing that might have got us here in the first place. So I say this, folks. Got this phone call yesterday from a friend of mine. This man is a man of him. He gets how can I say, a message through his messenger of some black so-called ministers, gay ministers down in Atlanta, sending him certain type of pictures on his messenger during this pandemic. Folk, I'm gonna say this. I don't really care what you believe, but what I do know, he's not playing. I done seen him show up and show out. He's always 50 million steps ahead of us. You don't understand why we in the already, he's in the not yet doing things. But some of us don't want to believe that. Some of us has put our money up here that become our God, our clothes, our little houses, even ourselves. We have put ourselves higher than he is. So this pandemic slows us down because something could have wiped us completely out. Could have been him. It could have been something greater. Could have been an asteroid. And I'm saying this, folks, in this pandemic, this homosexuality stuff, I'm seeing commercials on TV now. AIDS commercials with black men kissing one another. This go back about 2 videos I had earlier, but our young black men coming up and filming them households. No kings in the household. They go to school, they're around feminine teachers and things. 50% of their life, they're around females. No male whatsoever. That's the black folks' fault. That ain't the white man. Now we're playing. We're playing with homosexuality in front of him. And we think we're going to get by with it. Folks, I'm serious, a heart attack. We're doing this right in the front of him. I don't know anything much more demonic. And a lot of folks going to get turned off. A lot of folks ain't going, they're not going to, like this video much off at all. Because it's going to offend some lifestyle out here. And that's good. I'd rather offend somebody and hope somebody can get off his blue pill and get on the red pill and change their mind. But because he's not playing, folk. Now, some folk, I sign up on the dotted line not to be afraid of dying, getting killed, getting murdered for standing on him. I don't have a problem with that. But some folks have a problem with death. See, some folks don't understand the uncertainty of death. What's going to happen afterwards and what's going, where we're going to go. People have this fear about it. Folks have problem going to funerals. People have problem going into cemeteries. I don't see why they bother some of us. Because the stuff that we are practicing with the demon back here. We're lapping on him. We're sucking on him. I have not seen so much nasty garbage. It's bad enough for this homosexuality stuff to be in society, but now it's done crept off in the religious standard. And some of us are proud of it. And I'm going to tell you, folks, ain't but one place for you when you practicing that lifestyle. That's the bottomless pit, the abyss, the lake of fire. It's an abomination. But see, in our mind with this blue pill, if everybody's doing it, it's okay. Like my grandmama said, she said, son, if everybody goes to hell, you don't want to go. Folks, hell is not a place of resort. It's not a place where you check in and you check out when you get ready. There's no holding period. There's no time expired. And then, folks, it's a real place. It's a design place. It's designed for people who disobey him, who can't live by him. Yeah. Who's a rebel against him and who is following the demon. Now keep in mind, the demon is on a chain, but he's loose right now. Who has him loose? He does. Somebody say, why? Because he's giving you the choice to choose right or wrong, the demon or him. That's the bottom line, folks. Folks, we need to go read this book called Luke, when it talks about Lazarus and the rich man. It gives you, I don't know, any other passage give you a glimpse of how the afterlife is going to be. I mean, you have the rich man sitting at the table, eating good, wiping his hands on bread and what little crumbs that falls on the ground. That was the poor Lazarus down there eating. Yeah. Eating on the ground. And it says one day the rich man and Lazarus died. Their life come to cease, to exist. Lazarus wakes up, eyes open, in Abraham's bosom, holding place. Yeah. Rich man's opened his eyes up in Tartarus, holding place. The next stage to Gehenna, hell. This is all before the judgment comes down, folks. This is all before the Messiah comes back. But this man is talking to me. Hey, look here. I'm in this flame. I'm in torment. Hey, can you put a little piece of, just a little water on your finger and cool my tongue down? It's hot right here. And I tell you another thing. Look here. Let me go talk to my brothers and somebody, man. Come on. They don't want to come to this place. He has already come to the recollection. He's not getting out of there. He's trapped there. Messiah said, look here. You can't go in two. There's a great gulf fixed. There is no crossing over. This purgatory garbage that people telling you, it's garbage. It ain't real. It sounds good, but it ain't real. How you live is how you die, folks. I'm serious with this. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to supposed to be men of God playing with him with homosexuality. It's pathetic. And it's coming amongst us black folk. This is what happened when you don't have real men in the home. We become feminine, sissified, girly, whatever name you want to call it. There's no kingship into that. And some of our women, and wherever these churches, these men are doing this, getting married to one another, what are these so-called members doing? What book are they following? A comic book? A cookbook? What book are they following? You can go all the way back to the Torah. It doesn't talk about that. You go to the original language, it don't talk about that. It cuts that garbage off in the Old Testament, and it ain't coming in the New Testament. So where are we getting the gratification and the qualification to activate in this nasty cesspool lifestyle? We got some psychological problems going on. Some of our young black boys has been raped, probably by their own parents, some own family members, and it's on a hush down level. Then psychologically, our young boys around females so much, they don't even have an identity who they are as a male. So whatever the female is doing, they practicing things with their body as well. Folks, y'all ain't listening. Y'all see, while we around here shaking our butts, getting half naked, folks, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a sad day. Some folks gonna be held accountable for this. It's a disrespect to him. I have a mighty hard problem when you disrespect with him with a funky, nasty lifestyle. That's why those false prophets at the Battle of Mount Carmel, all 700 of them, had their heads cut off because they were leading people a wrong way. False gods, invisible gods. They couldn't, nothing was happening. These gods and goddesses. This stuff is done crept into thy black language now. Pathetic. We're not reading them. We're just going by everyone in the doctor, like the book said, and not by him. And then on days like this, if it wasn't no pandemic, we don't have time to listen to what he got to say. We're too busy doing ourselves. But what is going to happen when the main switch get hit? When the book said we all going to be changed in an atom, that's the amount of time your eye closed and open up into a new body to be judged. Nobody want to hear it because it's scary to some. It ain't scary to me. In fact, I can't wait. I'm like the angels looking. When he going to shut this down? When the I am going to shut this down? There's so much corruption going on around here. When is he going to shut it down? There's good folk. Folk follow him. Got to live amongst trash and garbage and folks, demonic people. Cesspool living people. Don't have time for him. But when death come, sickness come, we all got our hands up in the air. We all, Lord, please forgive. Man, we all, come on, folk. It ain't going to be no boy cried wolf. The Messiah said when you are lost, he going to laugh at you. Because this is when you have breath and your heart is beating and pumping blood, and you don't take advantage to make your election sure with him, That's your fault. Nobody fault but yours. You can't do like Flip Wilson said, well, the devil made me do it. No, you can't say, you can't even put it on him. Because like I said, he can only touch you so far. Your lifestyle and your practice of what you're doing, that's what's going to set your course. It is an abomination. I have some folks on my timeline dealing with this mess. And I don't know what, I mean, and when you hear it, what you just close your ears to it? Or you know, God love everybody. Folks, you're gonna be scared. Hell is a place prepared for people that's not prepared. And it's a real place. Folk, we just don't die and that's it. Folks in the graves are waiting. This is serious. We have black folk out here, black so-called ministers, holding churches, living a homosexual life, playing with God. And some of us down here, we're laughing it up. We scared, we fearful, we ain't standing for nothing. We shake it. But we call ourselves kings and queens, but you can't stand on him because you're running and tucking tail. You can't speak up. You scared. Because some of our family members is in this mess and this garbage. What good are we, man? You can't stand for him. What good are you? What are we here for? We ain't helping nobody. So what we here on this planet for? Have fun? Sex it up, drink it up, smoke it up. Is that what we're here for? Folks are dying every day. And we right here think he's playing with us. We think he's playing with us. He ain't playing. But see, that's when that red pill really opens up and then there is no getting back to the other side. Some of us love this matrix life living. We're playing with him. Some of us think God's a sissy, think he's a punk. That's what we think. We actually think he's a punk out here. God, yeah, he even though he loves us dearly. But it's going to come to a day he's not going to love no more. He won't be forgiven. He won't be sorry like he did when the flood came. A lot of people don't believe that. All this evidence around here, we don't even believe the place flooded. We just can't fathom with our mind because we just so sick and stuck up the demon's butt up back here. We figure we can do what we want to do. But most of us are scared of death out here. Can't face it, can't smell it. You're locked in a place that can't get out. There's no life sentence on this planet can compare to going to hell forever. That's how serious it is, folks. Keep on thinking it's a joke out here. Keep on throwing, and this is what the demon does. He'll throw a bunch of all this other garbage out here so you don't have chance to think about death and think about you and your soul. This body got to go back to the dust where it come from. And if you have a spirit, it goes back to him. Now that soul is standing there in the twilight to be judged. Go look in your book of Revelation. There it is. The books were open. The book of life, the book of deeds. And the other book, the word. And if you ain't measuring up by the word that was left here, depart from me, I never knew you. And it's going to be some folks saying they work with him. And he's going to laugh. Depart from me. He's going to laugh at you. Folks, it's serious out here. It's sad to open up your messenger and see a bunch of gay black men and so-called supposed to be preachers and think God playing. So some of us trying to pimp God. See, that's what the demon tried. That's why he's in the bottomless pit. He tried that. He couldn't even get to him. He couldn't get past Michael. He wanted to be the Most High. He failed. Took a third of the angels with him, which where you have your demonic forces right there. When things start happening down here, it's unexplainable. These people must be crazy. Wonder what they do. It's demonic forces. And some of us are playing with the demon. You can't get some of us in the church house. We so damn rotten, dirty. We done come into our own mind. I don't have to go and give my time to him. I can sit at home. And I ain't talking about doing this pandemic process. I'm talking on a day-to-day basis when it's time to give him his time. And to be thankful for you still here, but you ain't got time for him. You all up the demon's butt that hard. He ain't got but one place for you to go. That's to burn with him, because he's not going to be running nothing. Some old garbage that's down here. He's not going to be running nothing. Him and his demons going to be chained down, burning forever. No conversation of, hey, how you doing? That's my plea, folks. And I beg some of you, if you following this garbage, this homosexual garbage, and some of these churches with these ministers, you better come out of there before it's too late. Don't be accessory to the crime, because it's a detrimental crime. And it ain't gonna get no better. You better move while you got blood running warm through your veins and while you got air pumping out of your body. You better move. Because once you lay down and take your last breath, there is no work in the grave. Nobody can pray for you like that rich man. I can't pray you somewhere and put you over here and put you over there. That goes against the book. And if you think I'm lying, read it. I'm not scared to die, because I signed up on the dotted line. When you working with him, that's the first thing gonna happen. You may die. Why? It's part of the deal. But it's an honorable death. That's what you want. And I'm not afraid. Ain't nothing on this planet. That goes for my girls. Ain't nothing on this planet worth my soul going to hell. Nothing. Period. I'm that sold on him. There's nothing. No house, no cars, no education, no vacations anywhere, no marriage, no nothing, no children. It's nothing worth that. Nothing. Some of us have our own little heaven right here. We saw a glimpse of what can happen. You can die at any time, and you don't have no control of it. Always everybody say is to be ready. A lot of folks ain't ready, and that's what he wants. He wants you butt naked. He wants you butt naked. When you should have clothes on, he wants you butt naked and exposed and laughed at. That's what he wants you, and a lot of folks is running with him. Keep on running with this homosexual stuff. Let me tell you something, black women. Somebody gonna have to answer for some of this. Our young black boys is just not here. Again, they ain't coming by no stork. We're laying down and getting these kids. Nobody's married. And they growing up without a real man in the home, and they turn out like this. No one is born like that. That's a lie. He don't make garbage. He makes masterpieces. When your mind is conditioned to the demon back here, that's what it's made. When you don't have no word in you. And we're believing all this other garbage out here. This astrology. Zodiac signs. We don't have time for him. We don't even want to call his name till we need him. We want to put a bunch of power in the universe. Well, hell, who made the universe? Give him credit. It sickens me. I'm going to tell you what. I'd be glad when he shut this bad boy down. I'm sick and tired. See, people don't believe nothing. They don't believe nothing. It's all a fairy tale. Folks got to struggle, like I said, to deal with some sorry, no good people following the demon out here. But they're facaging out here. You don't know who they are. But that's why the book said try the spirit. They're gonna show who they following. Oh man, everything shine ain't gold, everything look good ain't good. Keep living, as the old folks say. Keep living. But when time come to an end, and you gotta stand there, and you gotta figure out, where am I going? You can't block that out of your mind, but it's right then and there. And you're gonna remember, you wish you had the time. You're gonna remember, you wish you had the time. You're gonna remember, you wish you had the courage. If we're scared to die, we're running with the demon. Death is for real, I guess. Is death for real? Or that's plaything too? I took a lot of time with this. It is serious to me.